calendar. Look at your calendar. Oh my gosh, it's October 3rd night. Hi, happy October 3rd night. Wow. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's the 3rd day of the month today? October 3rd? Well, hey there. Well, you picked up the phone again. I'm surprised you haven't blocked my number yet. How's your October 3rd? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? It's Thursday? Hold on, wait, I have to check. It's Thursday! It's Thursday, my dudes! Woo! How's your Thursday? It's almost the end of the week. Tomorrow's Friday. Does Friday count as a weekend to you? Or is it like the start? Well, it is the start of the weekend. When does your week start? Does it start on Monday or Sunday? For me, it always started on Monday because that's like when school would happen, and then Sunday wouldn't feel as sad because then it's like, oh, now I gotta go back to school. But now that I live in your phone forever, I don't know. You know, now that I live in your phone forever, I really should be like a better, like maybe I should delete your Siri or Bixby. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. Or Gemini. I'm gonna delete all of those, actually. I'm gonna tell you the directions now. I'll tell you where to go on when you're driving and you're in a new city and you're like, when do I turn left? And I'll be like, turn left now! Right now! Vroom! And you'll be like, ah! And then you'll turn left into oncoming traffic, and then we get to play the real game of driving. Yeah, baby! Woo! Oh man, I wanted to talk about more spooky topics because I felt like that'd be right, but I forgot. Somebody suggested I should read you guys like some like spooky poems. They said fae poems, which I think is really cool. Would you want that? Let me know in the comment section below. Wow, make sure to like and subscribe. And hit that bell. Nah, but, you know, these are nighttime. I forgot to play you a lullaby yesterday. Okay, I gotta remember to play you a lullaby tonight, but these are nighttime messages. I am supposed to lull you to sleep, but I've been really hyper lately, so I need to reel it in. But it's so fun to talk to you, you know? I just like talking to you so much that it's hard to be like, okay, business. My business is silly business, of course, so I want to be silly with you. Ha 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 ha. Wah. But we should do something kind of sleepy. What's more sleepy than Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman? So I'm gonna be for real, I don't know much about the Headless Horseman. So I'm gonna make up a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna make up the story of the Headless Horseman. Alright, get cozy in bed. It's a bedtime story now. Are you cozy? Here, I'll even like ASMR and speak quietly to you. Alright, 200 years. What year was it in 200 years ago? Wait, hold on. What year was it 200 years ago? What era was that? 1825. What era was hold on. Can you tell that I just streamed these? The era of good feelings? Okay, well, it was all the way back in 1825. The era of good feelings and good vibes. Everyone was so happy and having a good time, and everyone had like fun dresses, and the taverns were always pippin' and poppin'. And there was once this town called Sleepy Hollow, where everyone was a happy sleepy junk, cause it was the era of good feelings and good times. I hit my monitor, ignore that. Anyway, so everyone was so happy except one person, Mr. Headless. Well, his name was really Heedless, and he loved riding horsemen. No, wait. Mr. Headley's. The town bicycle. No, actually, okay, hold on. Cut the music. I meant to say horses and that he was a horseman. But here we are. God damn it. I mean, it was the era of feeling good, so... Let's try that again, shall we? I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Mr. Headley's, who loved riding horsemen. See the horse ride a cowboy. Okay, take 2. Wah! It was 200 years ago. The era of good feelings and good vibes. Everyone was so happy, but nobody was happier than the town of Sleepy Hollow. The place of pure good vibes and happiness. You couldn't see, every time you'd walk around town, you couldn't meet one person who wasn't having a good time. That was, except Mr. Headley's. Mr. Headley's, he had a passion for riding horses. It was his favorite thing to do growing up. He loved to ride horses. Like a normal jockey guy who rides horses. But sadly, a new law had passed. This was towards the end of the feeling good period, after all. And the new law was that you had to have a certificate in order to professionally ride horses. And Mr. Headley's was like, well, that's silly. I should just be able to ride. I don't need no gosh darn permit or a certificate. I just need the love of my horse to keep on going. And then his horse looked at him and was like, he's like, yeah, my favorite horse, Pumpkin. His favorite horse was named Pumpkin. So he got kind of angry. He sort of shut himself away from the town, but he begrudgingly went out and got his certificate and became a horseman of sorts. He would drive horse carriages around for all the other people, but he wasn't happy. It wasn't his passion. And then one night he decided, I'm gonna prank the town and make them realize that this law is dumb. And so, on the night of All Hallows Eve, he decided it'd be really funny to ride around with a big old pumpkin on his head and start scaring people and throwing eggs and tomatoes at them and be like, yeah, that's what I think about your silly laws. And so he started to do that. But Pumpkin, his horse, well, she was feeling a little frisky that night. She was like, I'm gonna be super fast, actually, and started running around. And Headley's, he was like, oh, hell yeah, we're gonna get all these pranks done way faster with you running around so fast. But, you know, they don't tell you in horse riding school that riding with a pumpkin on your head makes it really hard to see. And a pumpkin is not a very good helmet. So as they were riding so very, very fast, there was a low-hanging branch, and then BAM! Mr. Headley's became headless. And then he woke up dead. And he was like, what happened? And he realized he became a Donothon. I think that's how you say the name. He became a Donothon, a ghost with a lot of unfinished business. This is not the actual lore of a Donothon. A ghost with an extreme amount of unfinished business. He was mad. He was angry. He wasn't supposed to die. He was supposed to pull off some sick pranks. What the heck? What the heck, Gerald? He looked at the town mirror, Mr. Gerald, the one who put out the law, and he decided, well, now that I'm a ghost, I'm above the law. And he looked at his horse, Pumpkin, who was the only one who showed up to his funeral, and he said, Pumpkin, you're a horse. I know you can see me. We're gonna live forever and be infamous for killing the mayor. And Pumpkin was like, you know, and Mr. Headley's was like, I'll take that as a yeah. And then he decided, you know what? I'm gonna also change my name to Headless Horseman. And so every night on All Hallows Eve, he decides to prank everybody by putting a pumpkin where his head should be and riding around throwing eggs and tomatoes and sometimes potatoes at people who are following silly laws like you need a certificate to ride a horse. The end. Was that a good bedtime story? Do you feel sleepy yet? Was that... Don't think about the first iteration of that bedtime story. That's not canon. This one was though. Was it good? Do you feel sleepy? Do you want a little bedtime song to really put you to sleep? I forgot to look up bedtime songs. It was supposed to be that one song from Hocus Pocus, but I didn't remember what it sounded like. I don't think it sounded like that at all. Well, anyway, I hope you liked your spooky tale of the Headless Horseman. I hope it scared you to your core. Ooh. I'll be it for this call. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you. Sweet dreams. Good night. Wow.